Hey Edna, how are you?
All right, tribe. We need to
Hey
have a
Rochelle.
talk about business crowdfunding. Yes, yes, yes. I want.
I am doing I just recorded. I should have been doing it live so you guys could hear it. Hi Barbie. Hi Humble. Hi Yasko. Um I'm doing a piece on crowdfunding. Some pieces on crowdfunding because I'm starting to get calls. Oh, are you helping people crowdfund? Are you still doing crowdfunding? I am still doing business crowdfunding. Let me just tell you that. I don't do personal crowdfunding because I can't verify what's going on in your personal life. And I don't want to be caught up in nobody's scam and nobody's sob story. But I do like to talk about, hi TikTok, hi Little Mama Sweets. I do like to talk about business crowdfunding, and I'm starting to get people who are, do you still do business crowdfunding? And they're kind of coming with the shenanigans. Whew, that went down the wrong way. They're kind of coming with the shenanigans. Okay? I'm very picky about who I work with. I don't work with people because you have a sad story. I don't work with people because, oh, I like that business and that's not what it's about. I've been a professional in this business since 2010. I work with people who have their business set up correctly, know what they want and what they're trying to do, and they have the budget to do what they're trying to do. When people tell me they want to raise $50,000 and they have no budget, that's a no-go because you have no money to pay me. And people say, well, you could take your money out of the money you raise. No, I can't, honey. That means I'm working to get paid. Who wants to do that? Anybody, give me a 2 in the audience if you think that's a good business model. You tell me your story. I go out there and work for us both to have money. That's why people take your story and go make their money off your story. You already gave them the idea, they're going to make your money. Why would I do that? Why? Just why? Just why? So, I have some people calling me with the shenanigans. They want to work with me, but they don't want to set up. You do have to set up at least one consulting hour with me to see if we're even supposed to work together. And yes, it costs money. It is a screening process for me, and all of you guys can do this for your own business. So please think about it, because what it does is that it stops people who are wasting your time, not always intentionally, but people who can't afford what you have. Okay, they can't afford to pay for what you have, but they want to get as much free work out of you as possible. Okay, I mean, I get it, but I'm past that. I'm past that. It staggers out who's really ready for the opportunity and who's not. Business crowdfunding is business. I have a reputation. I'm not messing around with some foolishness. So you have to be ready. And so one of the prerequisites of working with me is you do have to book a consulting hour. If you don't want to book a consulting hour, you don't want to tell me about your business, cool. Find somebody else who will entertain you. The fee for the consulting hour, if anybody wants to know, put a 2 in the comment. I'll tell you exactly what it is up front before you pay for it. But what we go over in the consulting hour is that to tell me about your business so that I know that you're in shape for this. And I will usually tell you what you need to do to get in shape for it. Share this with your friends that need some money for their business. I tell you straight up, if you just need a quick $5,000, you can do that for free. You do not need to hire me for that. Maybe I need to put together a PDF on the $5,000 plan, because you don't need to hire anybody. You can have very low skills. You can have very low social media skills. You don't need to know how to edit and do all this stuff. Like, you can do it. You can seriously do it. And you can crowdfund over and over again without making your business look like you're falling apart. Because the other thing is, nobody wants to invest in a business that's falling apart. Y'all don't hear me. Come on now. Give me a response. Do you want to put your money into a business that's about to go under, or do you want to put your money into a business that's doing well? Hey, Oceana, do you want to go live? Let me know. It says invite you to go live. Sometimes, TikTok be starting stuff. It'd be telling, invite somebody to go live, and they'd be like, I don't want to go live. I'm at work. I'm going to invite you just in case you do want to go live. Hi, Dwayne. So that's what I'm doing. So yes, I'm happy to serve you, but you know what? If you're freaking out because you have to pay for a consulting hour to work with me, I'm not the person to work with. Am I the cheapest person in the market? I am not. I am not the Walmart in the market. I'm also not new.
All right, tribe. We need to have a talk about business crowdfunding. Yes. There's a lot to pick out here. Listen, there are so many things that you need to know about.
So I'm trying to cut it down. I'm doing some editing now. Hello, Ahmad and Imran. I'm going to decline that right now. I'm only taking people that I kind of know. So what you're hearing is, if I'm going to turn it way up so you can hear it. Can you guys hear that? I'm playing the audio. I'm going to post this in just a second. I just want to edit down the, long gaps.
A lot to pick out here.
Let me see. You know what? I have my earplugs in and I don't need to because I'm playing the audio and I'm not listening to that. Hey, Blam. Hey, Blam. Listen. I had to start teaching on crowdfunding and teaching people how to approach me again because I'm getting some foolishness here. One person was asking me, do I do this? I said, yes, I do. I said, tell me about your business. I'm getting one-word answers. That's not giving me any kind of information. I'm getting, what do you do for business? Clothes. Okay, clothes for who? Men. Okay, what ages? Teenagers, boys, old men, dads? Like, what are you talking about? All ages. I need to get me a red flag prop. Do you have a red flag prop prop in the Blam store? I need to buy one. Do we have a red flag prop in the Blam store? Somebody send me a red flag prop. But see, if you're at the point where you don't really know who your customer is and you think you're telling me something, and you know this, Blam, because, you've been in the trenches. I'm trying to find a red pen. This letter opener my grandmother brought back when she went to Africa, like in the 70s. And I got to inherit that. So do I really open letters with it? No, I don't dare. Look at that. It has a necklace and everything. I don't dare damage it, but I keep it with me. That's the grandmother that I inherited my wanderlust from. Somebody send me a red flag. I need a red flag at my desk so I can go, red flag! Okay. So red flag. Everyone swears they have a product for everyone. Baby, unless you're selling air, no, you don't. Because even water diversifies. Dasani ain't trying to sell to the people who like Fiji. Did you guys hear me? You'll make me a red prop? Thank you. Send it to me. I need it. Hey, we need. I'm doing some expansion on Right Place TV. We need to talk about getting Blam Fam on Right Place, some kind of broadcast, some kind of regular stuff. I know you've changed some things since we met. I've changed some things since we met. I think we need to have a business chat and catch up to, so I'm on board with the vision again. Me, you, and your wife just need to have a telephone chat. I will be in Atlanta in 2 weeks because I have a speaking gig. But we it would be really good for us to chat. So I'm gonna call you and see if I can't, like stick it into that visit. Okay? What do you think? Just want to catch up. Just want to catch up. Okay, so if y'all that don't know, Blam Fam got my attention because they were crowdfunding the right way, and it was so refreshing to see that. I was like, oh my God, this is like drinking water from the waterfall. This guy knows what he's doing, and he's doing it the right way. Hey, Petty Crocker, that's so cute. I love that. I don't know what you're doing, but I feel like I would like it. Just gonna be real. So anyway, I'm feeling a little spicy. I'm throwing around lots and lots of cinnamon. So I'm getting one word questions. Close. Man, I'm having to pull teeth. I said, you know what? Go ahead and make an appointment. This person wanted to raise over $50,000. And they said, well, how much is the consulting appointment? And I told them the consulting appointment is $75. They said, is it $75 for the consulting appointment or $75 to set up the crowdfunding appointment? This is what I said. Hi, James. Hi, Diaz. Hi, Love. Hi, Ricky. Blam, this is what I said. I said, if you think $75 is what I would charge to set you up to raise as much over $50,000, then you and I are not going to be a good match for clients. And I stopped talking. That's it. What are you talking about, sir? You think you can pay somebody $75 and they're going to raise you over $50,000? I had somebody ask me, do I know any students who want to do crowdfunding? He's trying to raise $100,000. Good sir, if I had a student who knew how to raise that much money, do you think that they are going to intern for you for free and raise you $100,000 for free? Is that what you guys are thinking out there? Somebody tell me something, because you know what? Ever since COVID and I've been in the house, maybe I'm out of touch. I don't want to be like Oprah and be like, don't know what people are really talking about. Blam Fam says it's people trying to get over. Tell me something. Maybe I look like I started doing this yesterday. Absolutely not, sir. I don't know. I just told him I don't know anybody that works for free. When if I ever refer you all to people, I am not expecting you to give them the deep down discount. I'm expecting you to charge what you charge and get paid. Now, people really think you're supposed to just give them something on top of what you already freely give. So, again, why don't you just... Here's the thing, you guys. Raise $5,000 10 times. Because every time you will learn more and it'll just be easier and easier. Hey, Darren. Uh-oh. Darren, I'm feeling some cinnamon. I'm feeling spicy. Darren don't feel spicy. We know Blam don't hold back. Let me know if you want to go live, Blam, because this is getting ready to be... I am not having none of it. Y'all better pay your money, get your info, and move and get what you need to get.
Wait a minute. You say you're feeling spicy this morning or this afternoon?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? I just walked up into it.
I call it throwing cinnamon. That I'm throwing spicy. I'm throwing
You
spicy.
throwing spicy? Well, why are you throwing spicy, sister?
Because I've had a couple of people ask me about crowdfunding and act like they don't know it costs money to crowdfund. So
Mm.
they talking to me like one person wanted to know if I would do it on spec. I said, no, I'm not new, baby. What then he said, well, do you know of any interns that'll help me raise $50,000? Interns for
Wow.
free.
Wait a minute. Do you know of any people working for free that'll help me get money?
I said, if they were interns, how would they even know how to do that? And why would they do it for free? If they were interns, they'd be interning for what they want to get, but they'd be over their side hustling, making that money.
Well, it's the same thing as mentoring that people, oh, I want free mentors. It's like, okay, you can have free mentors, but it's not really mentoring. You get what you pay for, and there are different levels of things. I mean, when you go on social media, of course, you find plenty of free stuff, but then there's stuff you can pay on the low end, and then there's stuff you can pay on the high end. It's just like those Tony Robbins books. You get plenty of advice from Tony Robbins all across the web, but you go in, you buy a book for $20. You go for his unlimited power for what, $200, $500. If you want one of his high end programs, it's a couple of grand. If you go to his events, it's 5,000. If you go to the high end events or the high end coaching, like with him and Dean Graziosi, that starts off at 10 grand. So I mean, you get what you pay for. If people are looking, for free, the problem is that it depends on what their level of commitment is. If they're not really committed, then how in the world, could you, it's like that person who buys a book on the law, says they're going to study the law exam, like over in California, the toughest one in the union, and they're going to go and get the law exam, but they're not going to go to law school. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it happens. It
So,
happens.
so I'm feeling real spicy right now. I'm just like, yeah, you messing with the wrong one. I hadn't felt like doing content for a little while. Oh, I got something for you. I got something for the folks. Just explaining what business crowdfunding really is, and that um, it is easier and harder. Most of the people that want to do those large crowdfunding projects, they're just not ready for it. They're not ready for it financially. They're not ready for it business wise. They do not have the business structure. They're not ready for the tax consequences. Like they're just not ready.
Okay. No, I see. I was thinking about that for a while. I've been meaning to tell you that, and I'm sure you've seen this on TikTok and abroad. There are people who are telling some really incredible stories about, all of these scams people do with the crowdfunding. Oh, I got cancer, or my kid was hurt. It was all a phony fake. You should put more content out about that, talking about the different stories that are out there. Just, to kind of, create interest, pull people in, but at the same time,
Mhm.
get into your program and be able to get help the right way.
Yeah, I will definitely do that. I personally, unless I know, like, know the person, I stay away from any of the personal scams. The person's sick, their child's sick, their house burned down, their donkey kicked the bucket over,
Yeah.
all of that. I stay away from that because you cannot verify that. You cannot make someone share their medical information. And, you know, God is good. He teaches you the lesson before you actually need it if you pay attention. And what happened early in my crowdfunding days, there was a young man who did an experiment in LA because people were saying the unhoused, the what we call homeless and unhoused, oh, they just gonna don't give them money because they're just gonna drink it and use it on drugs and blah blah blah. And so he told this homeless man, he said, I'm gonna give you $100 bill and I just want to film, you for a couple of days. And he filmed his camp in his little community, and this guy went, changed out the money. He bought somebody in the camp medicine that they needed. He bought some food and shared it with some people. He got some fives and kind of spread it around to, this little mini community. He basically spent that $100 unselfishly on the little community. He was buying water. He did get himself a meal, but it wasn't like, oh, I got this $100 and I'm gonna go get some drink. Did not buy anybody alcohol. Nobody bought alcohol. These people were buying food and medicine.
Oh, that's what's up.
And so he was able to document this, and then he decided to do a crowdfunding for him. It was legit. He gave the guy the money. The guy was able to get off the street, and happy ending for that guy. And so, and also just to prove that everybody on the street is not doing drugs. There are
Right.
teachers teaching our children to don't make enough money and to live in their cars. So, the homelessness problem is quite complicated. And that's what he was really trying to show, and asking people how they became homeless, and what happened to them. And it wasn't all they drank and smoked up their money and didn't have no place to live. It really wasn't all that. And so I called and talked to the guy. We had a really great conversation, hit it off. I realized people were duplicating other successful crowdfunding projects and pretending to be those projects when somebody hit me up to promote their project. And I said, sure, let me see the link, and let me, I'll see what to promote it. And it was a direct copy of the other guy's project, but I happened to
Wow.
know the other guy.
Wow.
So, because we had become friends, and it was just like, I'm a fan of what you do. You just get to know people, make a good connection.
Yeah.
And this guy was up here basically and that's when I realized the scam of where there's one scam where people just copy something that you've seen in the news, and they start making GoFundMe's that look like it. And the rule is whoever makes the GoFundMe gets the money. So you could I could have got online and told everybody, Darren was in the hospital and I'm making a GoFundMe for him. And
Yeah.
I could it's a whole lot of money because a whole lot of people like you.
Oh
And
man,
guess what? GoFundMe would have gave me the money, and you'd have been like, "Where's my money, girl?" And I'd be like, I don't know you." I could have done that.
that is crazy. That is crazy. No, no, you too cute to be in jail now.
Oh yeah, way too cute to be in jail. Way too cute to be in jail. Because
Oh,
the
and
first time,
plus karma,
way too cute and way too vicious. Because the first time
right?
somebody mess with me, then I'm in jail for life after that. So
Well, yeah, and think about it. Karma comes back on all those people. They don't realize it, but the karma comes back on all those people. I mean, there's someone right now very famous who talked about everybody did the whole gossip, and now they fighting dementia. You know what I mean? It happens.
yeah,
That whatever you put out there, whatever vibe you put out there. But that is amazing. What I was talking about was obviously the real ones, and the ones that were in the news that were confirmed by like authorities and stuff, who do their GoFundMe's, or do their situations and doing stories on them. Or like, here's an example. Going back in the day, this is years back. LeVar Burton's a family friend. Him and my sister have been friends for decades. And
okay,
one of the things that he did, which I didn't notice, because I was in my 20s when Reading Rainbow came out. I
okay,
remember as Kunta Kinte. I remember
right,
him as
right.
Jordy,
Yeah,
you
we're a
know.
little bit older. We weren't like
E-
learning to read with him, but thank God, because
Exactly. He was,
clearly after he was out of these pictures, the children don't know how to read. So
well,
thank God.
here's the thing. He was Kunta Kinte. He was Jordy from Next
So Star Trek,
Generation.
yeah.
So when Reading Rainbow came out, it was like, oh, cool. I know he's doing it, but I didn't know it was a thing.
You didn't realize how big
And
it was, huh?
man, when they did that wasn't it Kickstarter or was it GoFundMe? I think it was one of the two. I think it was Kickstarter.
I think he did
It was
Kickstarter.
one
I
of the
don't.
biggest Kickstarters at the time. People came out the woodworks like he was Mr. Rogers. I said, dang, I couldn't believe he did that. And you could do like stories on those. I remember there was another one. The first time I put money into any of those crowdfunding was for a video game console. They totally messed it up, Doc. They messed it up bad. But they basically started courting all of the major gamers, which they shouldn't have. They basically created the console for independent gamers who couldn't usually get in, and can't compete with GTA and so on. So they created this console. So I went and bought the console. I mean, it had its quirky things, but I was geeking out. It was like the first time I got a Commodore 64. It was like,
Mhm.
oh man, this is great. the thing is that the success stories, you covering those would really be great, whether it be somebody in dire peril or somebody who had a successful run of a crowd fund. Because, man, I mean, there are some really great things. And what I really like, which you could also talk about, is the ones that just were breakout hits. It's like, whoa, how did they? There's one where a guy is creating a bubble tea game app, and it just bubble boba tea. They call it either boba or bubble. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm,
The with
mhm,
the tea, sweet tea
mhm,
cold with the bubbles in it, and
mhm.
it's blowing up. It hasn't officially come out yet, but the idea is that all of these cool things are great examples. And like, hey, if you want to come over and learn how to do this, this is how you can do this through me, or even the top Roku. I mean, you the Roku queen. Tell them about the top Roku stations and the monetization. Like, have you ever done a monetization workshop? Like, that could be something you do. Either on the low end for the pre-recorded for the cheapos, you can sell it to them. Just like I got all these $7 things. It's like I put them out there because it's like there's free on social media for me. Then you can get the $7. Then the signature stuff is running 97 to 47. And I used to have the coaching, mentoring. I don't do that except for on the corporate level now. So the whole idea is, man, you could mix that up a bit because you have some great stories that you usually sharing. Like you got stories from oh man, check this out. Let's see. You got stories from what is that thing we were talking about, the conference where they get together and pitch to the media, to the pitch for their shows,
Yeah,
and you were
yeah.
telling me
Pitch
stories from
me.
that. It's like people got their shows and their stories. You can do that. I would imagine. Don't you have a connection to? You would seem like the type of person who would have a connection to Byron Allen. Byron.
I don't yet, but I'm definitely I have a psychic connection to him. I mean, I
Okay.
haven't gotten the chance to meet him yet, but I remember when he started his career. I've been watching him. He is more of my role model that I'm going after. I mean, at one point it was Oprah, in that I wanted to be the talk show host, and I
Yeah.
pretty much, got that. I got the yayas out of the talk show host. I even made a show that was like her giveaway show. I called it a Mother's Day show,
Okay.
and it was good. I kind of stopped one year when two uh uh Mary Kay ladies had a fight at the tea house. I was like,
Uh oh.
uh, okay, I think I'm done with this. What it was is I'm not a Mary Kay lady. I didn't know Mary Kay ladies are like Batman and Bruce Wayne. Two of them can't be at the same place at the same
Wait a
time. Well,
minute. What are they? What kind of ladies?
like, and Mary Kay, when you sell
Oh,
Mary Kay,
Mary Kay ladies. Okay.
yeah, they're like Avon ladies, but the product's Mary Kay. Well,
Yeah.
two of them can't be at the same event at the same time. I've
Oh.
never been a Mary Kay lady, didn't know that was a rule. Two of
Okay.
them bought tickets and was fighting. And then because my Mother's Day show had become like Oprah's that giveaway show, it had
Yeah.
become like that. And I guess I'll tell. Let me tell the whole story. So the whole story of the Mother's Day show is, and I've told this to a few people. I have a child that I lost that was
Oh
forever.
no.
A friend of mine, she's the way she said about her son. She said, "I have a son who's forever 25." I like the way she said that, so that's how I'm going to say this in the future. So he's forever 4 years old, and so Mother's Day became tough for me. I had a hard time appreciating my children. I had a hard time appreciating my mother. It just was just Mother's Day was just really, really tough for me. And so I created the Mother's Day show to be like Oprah Winfrey's giveaway show where she gave everybody all this stuff.
Yeah.
I made the Mother's Day show like that because the all of the effort to get ready for this show and give to other women was getting me out of my thing. And also
Okay.
I could invite my mother and honor her and everything. But towards the end, because the first show, nobody had any idea that they were getting gifts. And the second show, they kind of had an idea because a couple of people from the first show had come the second year, but by the third year, everybody was clued out and that thing was booked out. So fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, now seventh year, we got two Mary Kay ladies fighting in the yard before they even get in.
Oh
And
wow.
they mad at me because they bought tickets. Girl, I don't know that that's a business thing with y'all. So I told them, I said, I don't know anything about your business. That's for you two to figure out who got to go home.
Oh wow.
So when it started being like that, when it started being um, somebody talking to one of my personally good friends, talking to them crazy at the table, when it started to, I was like, it's time for me to stop. I have broken through that. I can enjoy Mother's Day again, so I'm not still in that down and out. But it was like it was time to stop. One person was like, "Well, I know you have issues with your father. I don't have issues with my father." So I begged my dad to come one year. I said, "Dad, you got to come to this Mother's Day show because these people are like, you got issues with my father and your father. You got daddy issues. That's why you won't do a men's show. Men don't like those kind of shows like women do.
Yeah, I mean, giving away gifts and stuff. That's
They're
unless
just
you're giving out PlayStation 5 and you giving out some
right.
some
They're just
man
gonna sit
cave
there and
gifts.
go, "Oh, okay, thanks." I mean, you're not gonna get the response that women are gonna get. It's not gonna be the same kind of show.
No,
So
not
I
the same
begged
energy
my
at all.
dad.
Not the same energy.
Right. So I begged my dad to come, and he was very nice. He came. He didn't want to. He did not want to be bothered, and he came. Then I had to have that old discussion about family and who I really am and all this. So I was like, yeah, it's time to stop. It's time to stop.
Oh, oh, oh man. Well, first of all, I'm sorry about the loss of your 4 year old. My heart goes out to you on that. My sister's dealing with year, what is it, year 11? We're going on year 11 this year since she lost her youngest son, Quinn, who was a heart transplant recipient and was working and got in a car accident back in 2013 and shocked us all because he, got killed in the accident. And it really just, it was I think it was really a wake up call for the young people in the family because they all grew up with Quinn and the thing I told him is like, listen, there's no pecking order to this. This could happen at any time. How precious life is, and I think that's a powerful thing you're doing. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe, doctor, this is you speaking your spirit. Maybe you test out next little Mother's Day something. Maybe not as big as that, but something a little something something. This might
Yeah,
be
I
that
mean, maybe
energy
I can,
saying that.
maybe I can think about it. But it was so fun. Like after Oprah gave out cars, I made a deal with Rock Honda,
Uh
and
huh.
so I gave out cars, and I didn't have the
What you
budget,
gave
but I
out
built it
cars?
up. Well, this is what I did. I didn't have the budget for. I don't have Oprah's budget, but
Of
Rock
course
Honda
not.
worked with me, and so what we did was, you know how they had the little white cases that the keys were in.
Yeah.
I've got my bestie best friends being the waitresses passing them out to everybody, telling them don't shake the keys. Women in the audience were crying. I was like, oh my god, I should have had an ambulance on hand. Oprah had an ambulance on hand because these women are straight up crying. Right before the cars, I gave away some vacation, those vacation certificates,
Yeah.
and women were straight up crying. They were already crying. Then when I started talking about cars, they were really crying. So I'm giving out these cars and I say, okay, everybody, you can open it up and see who got a car. Well, what it is Rock Honda and I had put Hot Wheels in each box. So I got to say, you get a car and you get a car and everybody gets a new car. It was the end of the show. These women had 3 gift bags full of gifts. Like, my mother was swinging her bags going, Oprah ain't got nothing on my daughter. It was that year was an overwhelming year. I told them that they were coming to a breakfast. Southern California Edison in California has an electric kitchen. They've had it for years. They let me use their kitchen to shoot the show. I had a chef come in and make this salad with flowers in it,
Oh wow.
edible flowers. And so we all had the lunch and they watched, all these women were like, okay, this is nice. And we're eating salad. And I said, okay, everybody stay in your seat. this is the Mother's Day show. And we have been doing it so many years. They knew, like when I said this is the Mother's Day show, they knew exactly what that meant.
Oh,
So it was like, and you get this and this and this and this. It was freaking awesome. But it was like 3 bags of stuff. Like we had one woman come up there with these, and I wish I still had her contact. She made homemade lemon balm soap, like lemon. It smelled like lemon.
yeah.
Oh my God. The soap was so good. Because you know the homemade soaps are. Sorry, y'all. Y'all homemade soaps be crappy. Her homemade soap was amazing. She drove up the day of the event to bring her soaps and put them in our gift bags.
Oh, wow.
No freaking joke. So, they were high quality, high quality. And so, just experiences like that, just the heyday of Right Place just out there really killing it. So I've moved from so much being show host, which I do enjoy, but I'm a little bit more of producer, and this comes back to Byron Allen. I'm more of replicating what he's doing just on the Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and
Yeah.
Apple system. So he is definitely on my radar. We are definitely going to meet. I do not know how it's going to happen. I know Hollywood is 6 degrees of separation,
Yeah.
but Byron purposely keeps himself out of circulation because of the magnitude of what he's trying to do. If he had leaked out what he was trying to do, he would have never got where he is now.
True. That's very true. The reason I brought that up is, I don't know, maybe it's the energy. I thought of it and I said,
You definitely are picking up the energy because I am every day sending energy for that connection. So you definitely,
yeah,
you didn't get it out the blue. You definitely get it out the blue because I think about him every day. I read articles on him every day. I'm looking at what he's doing every single day. So you
yeah,
definitely picked up on it.
yeah. Ever since I found out years ago about what he was doing and how he's doing as far as his approach, I thought it was very clever, and he kept himself independent doing it, and was able to turn that into, just an incredible fortune. And, not only buy the Weather Channel, but he's been trying to buy CNN. It didn't work. What's the latest one he's trying to buy?
I think he put in, it's not BET. What is it? It is, oh goodness, I'm in front of a computer.
It was,
Look it up. Because he's tried to buy a few things.
yeah.
But as far as Paramount, that's what he's trying to buy.
That's it.
Paramount.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's it. You
So
beat me to
he
it. Yeah.
wants to he has his bid in. They have not turned it down. The woman who's at the top of the thing, like her shares is what he would be picking up to be the controlling person.
Uh-huh.
She hasn't said no. She's just said, let me look at it.
Okay.
And so she's not like no. And I think she's at the point where she's tired of it and kind of doesn't want. I don't get the feeling that she's like happy with how things have been going, and it's like it's time for new blood, it's time for new everything.
Yeah.
And they're they're scared, but I have every confidence that he knows exactly what to do with it.
Oh, of
And
course.
this man has been in stealth. People are like, where is he? He's just doing that little stupid show. Um,
Yeah,
that
of
little
course, he's
stupid
gonna.
comedy show. He's just doing that little stupid comedy show. Well, you know what? He's a comedian. He still loves that. And so when I watch that, I'm like, he still does that because he still loves that. And it's like, okay, so I can still do a show I love, which is why I made, the show Better World. And I still do Right Place. It is a cornerstone of, what I'm doing. Those 2 shows I will always do, but I'm really busy helping other people develop their shows at this point. So it's really very, but yeah, you if you're getting that vibe, then I'm doing the right thing. And I took notes from what you said. I definitely respect what you have to say, and I always try to put it into play, as quickly as I possibly can when you tell me stuff. So I appreciate the input.
Absolutely. I'm glad I had a chance to catch you today.
Yeah, because I don't always you know. But anyway, this people start talking about $75. Is that to set it up or to talk to you? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop you right here, bro. We don't need to talk.
Again, here's the thing that's interesting to me because the musician, artist people side do that with me, and I basically just I throw a price out just to kind of keep them at bay. The easiest way to do it and understand it is there's stuff that you get for free. There's stuff that you can get at the low, but then there's certain things I don't even do anymore that I used to do and put a price on it. So it would be hundreds of dollars at least to sit down for an hour, a couple hours or two or whatever with these artists. But these days I just, listen, go to my free such and such or go get my $7 whatever. But no, I don't. You ain't gonna ever be sitting down with me anymore. I after last year, I just kind of had a changeover where I just don't do certain things anymore. Yeah, I can't.
And I understand. I definitely understand that. I definitely understand the change of heart, and it made me think. Well, I got COVID last month for the first time. You guys, COVID didn't catch me all these 4 years, but suddenly she ran me down. She ran me down and caught me last month, and you know, I I realized, okay, this is the goal that I want. So just like you were saying, there's certain things you're not doing anymore. I was like, I gotta do the same thing. Like, here's what you guys don't understand. I do have certain mentors, but the kind of mentors that I have are people that are doing it, not just telling you what they did in 1986 that made them rich. I don't just deal with mentors that are so far away from me. Like right now, Byron Allen I can just watch him from a distance. But Darren is somebody I can call. I called him, you guys. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to do this for you because that's not where he's at. But I called him, and when I called you all being wimpy and whiny and stuff, and you know what he did? He kind of kicked my butt, and I was like, okay, I got my crap together. Got back on the bicycle, and guess what? Everything started back up, Darren. Everything started back up. Now
That's
it's
great.
moving forward. The project's moving forward again, and I just needed that kick in the butt. So you need a mentor that's actually can tell you something, not just somebody you can watch from afar. That's what you need.
Well, that's the thing. A mentor is not a watch from afar person because the let's put it like this. This is the way I say it. A consultant gives you advice, a coach gives you encouragement, but a mentor gives you everything. And the idea is your ability to step up and own whatever it is that your overall goal is. Just like with a mastermind, the goal of a mastermind is to have a goal. In other words, you're very specific about that mastermind. There are masterminds for getting traffic or masterminds for having healthy mindsets or healthy, living certain lifestyles. The idea is with the mentors being able to have specific goals, outcomes that you're doing, and at the same time hold your butt to it. And the idea is that if you're having people who are coming in and helping you, like the people you're helping with Roku and with crowdfunding, the idea is somebody who's really going to step in. Like I said earlier, it's like the legal advice is like, okay, you expect to pay, have for free. It's like, no, you can't become a lawyer for free. You can't become a doctor for free. You can't just read a couple of books and go to a workshop on it. I mean, that's nice, but in real world, you have to go ahead and invest in yourself. If you're doing it, you're doing it.
Absolutely. So yeah, so that's what I'm being spicy about, and I'm making and editing a video for TikTok right now. I just finished my other project, but for the day for
All right,
today.
Spice
Yeah.
Girl. All right, Spice Girl.
So
Tell them.
as I'm throwing some cinnamon in people's eyes, it's like get back, get back, get back.
Cinnamon. Throw in the cinnamon. All right. All right, it's all good. You remember, cinnamon lowers the blood pressure, apparently. So,
Mhm.
go ahead, throw the
Lowers
cinnamon.
mine. Lowers mine. When I throw spice, it lowers my blood.
All right.
I ain't worried about theirs. He's
That
like,
is
you
too
go
funny.
crazy. Worried about yourself.
That is too funny. Well, I'm going to cut on out of here. It was good
Okay.
to see you.
Thank you for stopping in.
Absolutely. You have a fantastic weekend. Don't throw cinnamon all the time. Get a chance to
No,
keep
no,
your
I'm going.
cinnamon where you ain't throwing on everybody.
I am going to a charity event tonight, so going to
Oh,
be nice,
good.
fun event for a homeless apartment building that just opened up in Santa Clarita. So I'm going to the fundraising dinner and go meet the governor and a couple other
Oh, you're gonna
people.
meet
So
the governor?
this,
Oh, well, la di da. Okay. Get
yeah.
you some
So
pictures and some
that's my
videos and
yeah, that's my jam.
incorporate that.
That's my jam. So I'm looking forward to that
All
tonight.
right. All right. Sound like a plan. I'll see
Okay,
you
thank
later.
you for coming in.
Good.
Okay,
Good talking to you. Very welcome.
okay,
Bye.
okay. All right, that was good. So I am, if you guys haven't been, we kind of got off topic, but I'm in the middle of editing my crowdfunding.
Listen.
So I am going to split here. Okay, here. Oops. Dang, I hate that.
Listen. Out here.
Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to make it bigger. Whew.
To pick out here.
Split. Here we go.
Listen.
Lehman, you want to come in? I don't know if you do or not. So this was what's on the video.
Yes. There's a lot to pick out here. There are so many things that you need to know about business crowdfunding before you get started in it. Business crowdfunding, you guys. You guys are coming at it at a very different way than you think.
Guys, got any questions? Put them up.
Wrong. You're coming at it like you're begging for somebody to pay your hospital bills, and that's not. This crowdfunding, you guys are coming at it at a very different way than you think.
Let me see if I can. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you liking and sharing my videos.
You're welcome. What are you up to today?
I am making some crowdfunding videos about how to raise money for your business using crowdfunding. And so I'm editing those. And that's what you kind of hear in the background. And so that's kind of what is going on. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, do you mind if I ask you some questions about crowdfunding?
For sure. That would be great. I would love that.
Okay. So, first of all, what is crowdfunding?
So, crowdfunding is a business strategy where you raise money for your business using a strategy that has different people giving you all these different amounts, and they can choose how much they give you. So, grandma can give you $10 and some investment investor can give you $10,000. So you're getting money from all of these different people. It's usually online, and they're giving you money for your business. There's different kinds of crowdfunding, so that the people giving you money may be looking for different results. One kind of crowdfunding is to crowdfund a product. So say that you were starting a eyelash line. You could pre-sell the eyelashes and get people to pay you for them before you had them all ready, and then send them to them at a later date to get your company started. Or you could create a lash company and say, I would like some people to invest in my company and be investors and get it started that way.
I heard about like Donald Trump, how he does a campaign and they do campaigns. I heard of campaign crowdfund. Like you're gonna, tell me about campaigning crowdfunding.
So campaign crowdfunding is just them using different words to make you think they're doing something different. A campaign is when you're doing the marketing and getting the word out and collecting the money. That's the actual action of crowdfunding. It's just another word for crowdfunding. So don't get confused by it. A campaign is just, we're crowdfunding this MAC lipstick, and the campaign is, we're going to use TikTok, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. So it's just another word for the marketing and to get the sales in.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay.
I'm here for it. Any other questions you're thinking of, I'm here for it. Don't be shy. I've been teaching crowdfunding to business owners since 2010. I teach it for an international business school. And I've also been named one of the top 100 crowdfunding experts in the United States. So I'm here for it. So whatever questions you have, even if they sound silly, because what it is that you're just learning about it, you're hearing all these different terms. So I want to sort them out for you, because then you'll start to see all these people are just naming things different to get you to work with them. So here they are, and they're like, this is lipstick. And then the other person's like, this is lip stain. And then the other person's like, so you're trying to figure out what's the difference, and they're really just talking about the same thing.
Right. Okay. Okay. Well,
And I also do have an ultimate crowdfunding checklist. I'm going to make that available for people. So that'll be up in my, I'm doing it right now. So later today, it'll be in my profile on the Linktree link, and you can get it, so.
so the GoFundMe is the exact same thing as crowdfunding.
No. Okay, so that's a really good question. I'm glad you said that. So GoFundMe is a website. Crowdfunding can be done without a website, actually. Crowdfunding uses websites. Okay, crowdfunding is the action. The websites are just where you do it. And there's over 2,500 different websites. Like GoFundMe is not your only option. And for business, I do not recommend that you use crowdfunding, because that's usually for people who have had a tragedy. It has a very tragic energy about it. And what you want for your business is, you want people who are excited to support your business. You want that uplifted energy. Hey, we're about to go out on this adventure, and we're doing this, and this is what we're doing. That's what you want. You don't want, my house burned down, my dog is missing. We don't want that energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
Okay.
2,500 other websites you can choose from.
Okay.
And that's one of the things I put in the crowdfunding checklist, so that you can check out those sites, see what you like that will work for you, and also what will work for your tribe. Because if you bring your tribe to a very techie website and they're not techie, they're not going to be able to figure out how to use it to give you the money. And a confused mind always says no.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's a very
So,
good question. So crowdfunding is the act. GoFundMe is a website.
mhm. So if I had uh a podcast, how would I market that? Because I don't really need a crowdfunding. How would I market that podcast?
Okay, excellent. So here's what I want you to understand as a businesswoman. To crowdfund for business, you don't have to be in need of money. You don't have to be broken down by the side of the road to crowdfund for your business. You can just say, I want money to expand my business. I want money to get a piece of equipment. I want money to, you can crowdfund for anything. So crowdfunding for business is completely different than personal. It is not for, a matter of fact, I'm going to tell you this secret. Crowdfunding for businesses that are going under usually does not work. They usually don't get the money because nobody wants to invest in something that's about to go under. So you can crowdfund and probably be quite successful. So I'm gonna just put that on the table for another time.
Okay.
Now, let's go to media. Media is also one of my specialties. Those are my two specialties. So I create Roku, Amazon, and Fire TV channels for people. I've had my own TV show since the year 2000. My TV show has been making money since the year 2000. Like, I've been doing this for a long time. So I understand about podcasting. I understand about all of that. Now, monetizing your podcasting is another thing that I teach. I teach it. Crowdfunding is one way to do it, but you have other ways that you can do it. So tell me what your podcast is about, so I can get closer to something that actually makes sense for you.
Okay, so I am going to hook up with you later when my money start rolling in, but we talked before, and so I want to put my podcast on TV. And basically, we're going to get new and upcoming artists, and I'll go in different businesses and film what they got going on or how they make their best-selling cookie. And then sometimes it's going to be a talk show. So whatever's
Okay.
going on new and upcoming, I want to talk about it. If you got a new release.
Okay, did you miss my $2.99 special I had last year to be a part of Right Place TV? Did you miss that? Did you see it?
No, we wasn't connected last year. I just got connected to you this
Okay.
year, like January.
Okay, got it. Okay. All right. That actually sounds really good because that's the kind of stuff we talk about on Right Place TV. I'm gonna say this instead of what you could do is you could be a part of Right Place TV, not get your own separate channel, because my channel's already up. It's already on Apple, Roku, and Amazon Fire TV. So your viewers can see you in 3 different areas. And we can make it really something you can work with, so you can work on getting monetization, and then you can be part of the masterminds where I teach everybody about monetization and how to get that money even before you start. So that's one of the things that I definitely specialize in, making sure that you have some money flowing in, you understand how to do it, and you just don't until your company gets bigger. When the company gets bigger and you have somebody who just works on sales, then you can just work on production. But until then, you got to work on sales too.
Right.
So 3 hours a day, you're working on sales. 3 hours a day, you're working on production. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, if you have a job, if you have a job, family, other things that are taking up your day, you're not just a single girl doing your own thing by yourself. You only have you to worry about. Now you've got to kind of fit that in. So you can't do sales at 5 in the morning. You can't call people at 5 in the morning and talk about where you buy something from me, right? So your sales are gonna have to be in the evening, which means you got to just figure out how to schedule your production work, and don't overwhelm yourself. If you have a full-time job, then don't start your business off full-time too.
Okay.
Okay? Make a schedule that can really work with you and your family. If every 3rd Saturday you and your family do XYZ, then don't book anything for that. Block that out on your schedule from now to the end of the year. Y'all know you're all going to drive to grandma's. Grandma's house is 2 hours away. You're going to do that. So or you got, the kids got games on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you got to be there. Don't book that time, or switch out with another family member that can handle that for you. Make yourself a schedule and stick to it, but don't overwhelm yourself, because then you'll stop, you'll miss days, and then you'll be mad at yourself, and then it's this weird spiral cycle down. So what you're doing absolutely can be done. Absolutely, there's more ways than just affiliate links for you to make money. I'm happy to show you that. I'd love for you to consider being part of the Right Place TV channel and being on there, because now you don't have the whole weight of trying to carry a whole channel by yourself. You can always break away and have your own channel. I don't have any problems building your channel, but just the experience of helping other people have a channel, it can be a lot when you're first getting started. And so more and more I'm advising people, hey, start out with me, then get your own channel.
Okay. Okay. Definitely.
Yeah. So we can definitely talk, but there's ways to make money even before you get on the air. You just have to learn how to do it, learn what to do, and that's it. Some of these other people that have channels, the way they tell you to make money is to sell, to be their affiliate and sell, and that works. That works too. That's not what I do. I don't tell people to sell my channel to other people. If they have their own channel and I'm helping them, that's fine. But I don't necessarily look for that, because I know what it takes to have your own channel, and not everybody needs that. You know what I mean? Not everybody needs Listerine. Some of y'all can just use some scope and it's just fine.
Yes. I like that analogy.
If you remember the first time you had Listerine, you were like, "Woo, whose breath needs this? This is a lot."
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to freshen up, not kill every cell in my mouth. So, your tongue is like, I'm leaving. So so anyway, that's that. So
Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you and seeing you again.
yeah, good to see you. Thank you so much. Those were great questions. I really appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't know how to get off.
Okay. Hey, chef. How are you? Let me see if I can figure out how to get you off. I don't know either. She says hi, everyone. Let me see. Um, she doesn't know. She doesn't know how to hang up, Chef.
Oh,
She's
well,
trying
you
to hang up.
hold
She doesn't
on.
know how to
You
hang
gotta
up.
look, check it out. You click on your screen that you're on, and then on the right hand, and it'll show like a person and an X. Click that, and that'll disconnect you. Did you hear me?
Yes.
Did you hear? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, click on your picture, your video cam or whatever. Then it's gonna open up, and you're gonna see on the very top right. Oh, she got it.
She got it.
I'm gonna sit here and hella just keep
Yeah,
explaining it.
exactly. How you been?
Good, just busy. With the
Yeah.
holidays, like Valentine's, just
Hmm.
menu stuff. Just I'm just busy. Like
Hmm.
just trying to get it right.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. I kind of tuned into your live when I was driving back and forth from my lab appointments. So,
Hmm.
but I was driving, so I couldn't really.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
it's
am.
always good to see people on when you can catch them. That's all.
Yeah.
Just because all of us seem to be, doing other stuff now, not as
Exactly. It's
focused.
so
Yeah.
much going on. Yeah. It's so much. And I had COVID for the first time last month. I was sick as a dog.
No
I
shit.
have not
I
had
still
COVID
haven't had it
before.
yet. I'm not even
Oh,
trying to
good
get
for
it. I'm
you.
good.
Good for you,
Mm-mm.
because girl, oh. So I got kind of behind in a lot of things, and then I was, like grumpy, didn't feel like getting on,
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
I finally got on. So I finally got on, feeling spicy and ripping everybody a new one when I got on, and
I get it.
and then today I'm like, girl, let me make me some crowdfunding checklists and stuff because these
To get
people.
on it.
Somebody talking about they want to raise $75,000, but they don't want to pay for a consult. I'm like, that's okay, you do you. I'm not,
Yeah,
not, I'm not playing with nobody right now.
yeah.
I'm
To
really,
raise that, you're gonna need to spend a little bit to
uh,
make a little bit.
it's it's
Yeah, let's
it's
make a
really
lot.
my way of, yeah, it's really my way of sorting out who's ready to work and who's not, and it's
Right,
it's okay. It just shows me you're not ready to work. So,
right, right.
but anyway, how's your cat adjusting?
How's what?
How's your cat adjusting?
Oh, good. Now it's like he's ready to go outside. He's adjusted. Now he's like
Oh,
making he wants to go outside, and I'm not ready to let him go outside out here because there's like I guess there's like a little fox den not far off of our property, like you know, and I don't want to do like it's not like we went around some of that stuff like in Vegas or in California, but here where we live, it's like kind of right there. We're not really too in the country, but like we're on the edge of where the wildlife is chilling. Like we'll wake up and go outside and there'll be 8 deer sitting in our backyard. Like,
oh,
oh yeah, because it's open. There's no fences here.
mm-hmm.
Eventually, we're gonna get some
Probably why he
fences.
wants to go out. He wants to check out the deer and pretend
Yeah.
like he's stalking deer.
Well, I'm just not ready for my cat to go, so I've been Chelsea and I or Chelsea's been talking about like wanting another animal, and I'm like, we're not ready for another animal. We're too busy. We got too much stuff going on with the house. But now I'm concerned for Milo's like not his welfare, but like it just seems to me he needs a friend.
He needs a friend.
Yeah, he
Okay.
needs a friend, a cat friend. And so now I'm like, because I'm thinking about how he is feeling or what's going on for him. I can tell, I know my cat, and ever since we left Philly, Conjure had 3 cats there. He was playing, doing all kinds of stuff. So I think now he's looking for that. I mean, like Milo's cool with dogs too, but Dallas Chelsea's dog he kind of sniffs him around a little bit, and it's not really, they're not there yet, and it's gonna take a little while, and so I just feel like I'm concerned because I don't want Milo to feel like distressed or feel weird because I can tell he needs a playmate. I can just see it. I just know intuitively. I know that's what he needs. He needs a friend. So I'm more doing it out of like I don't feel like we need another animal. I really don't. But cats kind of take care of themselves essentially, and so I just feel like just for Milo, I think he needs a friend, and I think now I need to look into that for him. Just
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely kitten season, and if you go to the shelters, they're gonna have their shots and everything done.
yeah.
So,
But I may or may not do a kitten. I might actually, if there's like a 1-year-old cat, still kittenish, that Milo and them can figure it out, like young enough to play and do stuff, even though that, it might take them a little longer to get adjusted. I think it might be a little better because if we get a kitten, we're gonna have to put a baby gate on our basement because there's no door, because I don't want the
oh,
kitten going down there, small spaces like that, like because it's not finished, So I just
okay,
don't, but
okay,
yeah,
yeah, I get that. Well, I built I don't want an inside cat because I'm not ready to deal with a cat box. I'm just being honest. The first
yeah.
time I started
I
a
don't
cat
like
box.
dealing with it, but it's just what it is now for me.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just not. I'm just being real. I'm not ready for it. But I did build an outside cat condo. It has straw. It has a blanket, and so we're trying to entice a wild cat to hang around our yard. So a couple of mornings ago, I heard a cat fight outside. So I was like, "Oh, it must be 2 cats trying to get in there at the same time." It's insulated. It's warm. Got
well,
snacks.
honestly, there was a time period I didn't have a cat box for Milo. I
Oh
just let him
wow.
go fucking outside and go do his thing wherever whatever. I don't care. But
Hmm.
and if I seen it and I need to pick it up, I would. But You know, if I could do that with him here and I felt safe that he would be okay and not, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
cars are one thing, right? But
yeah, you don't want him to be fox meat. Yeah, for sure.
no, thank you.
Yeah, no, I get it. I get it.
I would just feel like that would be a horrible way to go.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that would be pretty bad. Hey, Blam, welcome back.
Hey, what's up, Blam?
It is all good. It is all good. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to really editing. This live turned out to be so fun. They're asking me to verify that I'm still here, like Netflix. Are you still watching this? I have been on
uh,
a long time, y'all.
nah, just give me an
All
hour.
right,
I just
I'm
try to
gonna
get this little bullshit done so that way when we are busier, I
finish
can
this.
just slam it
Yeah,
out.
finish
Yeah.
but anyway, it'll be up later. You guys can get to see it. I'll take some clips from this live because this is a really good question. I'll see you guys
Just
later.
come on.